Have you ever thought about burning down the large communal Christmas decorations around your town? Well, the Swedish people did. And through this mass act of vandalism, they birthed a peculiar tradition with a large goat decoration called the Gavle goat. According to Statista.com, 83% of Americans celebrate Christmas, and most are familiar with the decorations set up around where they live, such as big lights around the town or the town square, and large statues. In the town of Gavle in Sweden, instead of normal decorations one may see around their town, they erect a massive goat made of hay in the center of town. The goat is 13 to 15 meters tall and is erected every single year in the Yuletide time, which is just the time of Advent. As someone who's watched many of the live broadcasts that are streamed on the Yavligot's website, I found it interesting and I thought that I should share it with people because it's a very peculiar thing to do around Christmas as a pastime for the people of Gavle. I'm going to tell you about the goat's history, its creation, and why they would even burn such a thing down. To begin, I'm going to sum up the goat's history and how its creation came to be. The origin of the goat. One of the first questions that comes to mind when told that a small town in Sweden built a massive goat for Christmas and why they would need a goat decoration is what it could possibly be for. The goat was made in 1966 by a man named Stig Stig Gavle. This is him, and he was a advertising consultant for the town. He built the goat with his brother Jorgen, who was the chief of the fire department at the time. So they took the fire department and built the goat for the first year in 1966. It was made as an advertisement for the shopping district of the town during the holidays, and a large inaugural festival follows the institution of the goat every single year since. And the tradition has since been done every single year to today. The goat wasn't created to combat low shopping or diminishing money flow into the town during the holidays. Rather, it was created as a way to bring tourists, and a good one at that. Since the creation of the goat, Gävle has seen a large influx of tourists into the town after the very first burning, which is in 1966, only a few weeks after it was created. Its infamy grew even further than Sweden. This brought, as the goat's official website, visitgavle.se says, tens of thousands more people to come see the goat, and bolstered the economy of Gävle greatly. With the goat being burned down in the first year it was made, a dangerous tradition was brought into fruition, and the fame of the burning goat was spread like a fire. The the tradition of the burning goat was the first goat was erected in 1966, and a few weeks after was unexpectedly burned down by an arsonist. The person who burned it down the first year was not named, but as told on commondreams.org, the perpetrator was caught, uh, but because of the first burning, it sparked a very long-standing tradition. Despite attempts to protect the goat, it's been vandalized almost every single year, with 42 out of the 59 years so far have ending in destruction for the goat. I have a timeline of every single goat burning or destruction since 1966 and onwards. Modern day incidents now involve more detailed plans. Instead of simple arson, it also involves very different ways to vandalize the goat. The use of cars, such as 1976, where it was just ran into. The use of bribery to bribe the guards around the goat in order to commit the arson. Disguises, such as men who wore large gingerbread costumes and shot arrows that were on fire at the goat. And hacking into the cameras, the security cameras that monitor the goat 24/7. Most would ask why the government allows such vandalism to happen every year, and the truth is they're trying their best not to. The quest to protect the goat has inspired a plethora of ideas, most of which have been worked around and adapted to by arsonist or vandalist. The company that funds the goat's creation is trying their best to prosecute the vandalizers and arsonists every year to no avail. The Javelbakken, which is the goat's actual name, the spokeswoman of the goat, Maria Wahlberg, which is this woman, spoke on the matter in an ABC interview. She stated, "The goat means a lot to people of Gavle, with officials doing everything they can in an attempt to protect it. This year, if tradition holds, Gavle will have about 50-50 chance of being burned to the ground." That was a quote from How Fire and Protection Collide in Sweden, a National Geographic interview with Maria Wahlberg. Various methods of protection have been used on the goat, including heightening fences, flame retardant, guards, watchdogs, cameras, 24/7 monitoring of the goat, and spraying the goat with water in order to create a protective sheet of ice. Yet most of all of them have ended in failure. The timeline of destructions of the goat over the years on the On Gavelblocken tourist website details the various attempts, successful or not, to destroy the goat over the years. The timeline was the one that I showed you. With many attempts varying from hacking to never mind. The Yavli goat started as a simple holiday tradition, holiday decoration in 1966, but became famous after its debut burning that very same year, just a couple weeks after its creation. Despite efforts to protect it, arsonists have kept the tradition in continuation up until 2025, making it one of the most unique holiday traditions worldwide. Much like holiday traditions around the world, the Yavli goat unites the community. Whether the goat Whether the goal is questionable or not, you can decide, but it proves itself as a symbol of celebration and year-round tradition, continuing to capture the eye of many people every year. The Yavli goat is a reminder that some traditions are too strong to contain. No matter how many times it's rebuilt, and no matter how many precautions are taken to protect it, it is still burned down or destroyed. If you don't find that somewhat endearing that so many people can band together on something so bad, then you can at least find it a bit entertaining to watch a big goat-shaped fire before the start of a new year. Thank you. I got a pen.